everyone, welcome back to my channel. Because it is winter time now and it's literally like frigid outside. I think it was like 19 degrees today. Many people, including myself, struggle with having that nice glowy skin, nice glowy makeup in the winter time. So I wanted to do a winter makeup look today and show you how you can still achieve a glowy look even though it is January. Also, I'm gonna curl my hair, but before I do that, I want to show or share with you two products that I find to help maintain a nice glow. First, you've already heard me talk about these before. It's the Beauty Counter #1 Brightening Facial Oil. This stuff is so amazing. I've already gone through a whole bottle of these. It's just so good. So I like to apply just one drop into my moisturizer, whatever moisturizer you use. I find that it really helps make my skin super glowy, super just like supple. And because it is wintertime, it's really hard to achieve that and to get that feeling in your face. I already applied that, so I like to wait like, I don't know, 15 minutes so it can really just seep into the skin before I apply my makeup. And then I use the Beauty Counter Intense Moisture Serum right before I do my makeup. This kind of acts as a primer. It's very liquidy, but it's also super moisturizing. And I've been doing this so much, like every single day recently. And I just find that it really helps my foundation or whatever face product I'm using adhere to my skin, and just this really helps to keep my face moisturized. Honestly, the key to keeping your skin glowy in the wintertime is just making sure you have a really good skincare routine. Coffee sip. Just products that are going to be very moisturizing, and knowing your skin type is also really important. I'm just gonna quickly curl my hair. I've already put some heat protectant in my hair, by the way. If you are wondering, oh, I don't think this cord is long enough. My bathroom outlet is just being a little bit funny. So I wanted to curl my hair in here, but all right, so my hair is curled now. Looks a little bit better than it did before. So I'm gonna start off by using the Beauty Counter Tint Skin Hydrating Foundation. In the winter time, honestly, I try to stick to foundations that are geared towards dry skin, normal to dry. So my favorite foundation ever is the Revlon Color Stay Foundation. Sometimes though, if I want like a really nice glowy look, this isn't the best foundation for that. That's more of like a stay all day on your face type of foundation. This gives you a nice glowy finish, but also evening out your skin tone, which is why I love it. It's kind of light. I always forget how light this foundation is. I definitely need to get a shade darker. Even though my skin is in like that winter skin color right now, I just think that this is a little bit too light. Every time I apply this foundation, I always forget how much I love it. It's not a tinted moisturizer, it's just called Tint Skin Hydrating Foundation. So it's still a foundation. And Beauty Counter does have tinted moisturizer, which is a lot sheerer than this, but I don't think that they consider this to be like a full coverage foundation, which is why I just think of it more as like a tinted moisturizer, but it's not. So hydrating. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Even though this is a very full coverage concealer, I find that it's very moisturizing in a weird way. It dries down to a powdery finish, but it's not drying, which is what I love about it, because it gives you really great coverage, like the best coverage I've ever had in a concealer, but without it being drying. Just use my Beauty Blender or Real Techniques sponge for everything. Okay, now it's time for some powder, and this is honestly where you can really make your face look powdery, or you can still set your face yet have it look glowy still. And because my under eyes do crease a lot, I do need to set them, but I only take a tiny amount. I do not like the baking method. I find that that is really where or when you start to look kind of creepy, and it just does not look good. It works for some people who maybe don't have dry under eyes. And then whatever left on my sponge, I kind of like to just go over the center of my face and on my nose. For my chin, again, just a tiny amount. Set that, set my mouth area. This is the best powder I've ever used, hands down. I'm very picky with my powder, and I find that this one is just the best for setting my face without it looking cakey. Also, it does not look powdery really, and I just find that my makeup lasts so long when I use this powder. Since it's like super cold today, my skin just feels a little bit drier, so I'm just gonna stick with the sponge. I'm not getting a ton, just like a little bit more than what I used for the rest of my face. Because this is a very hydrating foundation, it's gonna be very tacky. So when you apply other products onto it, it's gonna look a little bit patchy. So you wanna make sure that you do set the rest of your face. I'm just gonna moisturize my lips because they do feel a little bit dry right now. Another trick I like to do during the winter time, and honestly during, I guess, any season, but if you're especially dealing with dry skin and you're bronzing, stay away from matte bronzers. Find a bronzer that has luminosity in it. So this one here is from Becca. It is the Sunlit bronzer in the bronzed Bondy color. So it does have little tiny flecks of luminosity in it, which is always good for making your skin look a little bit healthier. It looks way more pigmented in the camera than it does in person, which is so weird. So for blush, you can do a luminous blush. Sometimes I just find that luminous blushes don't look the best on me. I don't know why. This is Max Melba blush. It's kind of like a peachy rosy nude. I just love this blush so much. It's weird though, with MAC blushes, you really have to dig your brush in there to get some pigmentation. They're not the creamiest blushes ever. They're definitely not Tarte blushes. Tarte blushes are the best. They're so creamy and smooth. I don't feel that these blushes are like that. But I just love the color of this blush so much. And then just go back in and blend. And then for my favorite part ever, highlighter. This is Becca's Champagne Pop, also known as the prettiest highlighter ever. I feel like highlighter really ties a look together. I don't know, it's just, I love highlighter so much. So then I just take it a little bit on my nose, a little bit on the top of my nose, Cupid's bow, just kind of really everywhere. Make my face look nice and glowy. And then I'm just gonna go over it one more time. Okay, so my face is done right now, and I'm gonna move on to my eyes. What I've been doing recently, and I love it, is taking the same bronzer as before with just like an eyeshadow brush and applying it all over my eye. And I'll just run some underneath my eye. Then just take a larger blending brush and blend away. And then what I do is I take a little bit of this shade here from the Beauty Counter palette. It's called Cinnamon. Why is it not clearing up? It's this shade right here. It's like a really pretty purpley brown, more of like a rosy brown. And I love applying that on my lash line as my eyeliner because it has little tiny flecks of shimmer in it. Next, for my brows, I use this shade right here. It's just like a nice ashy color. And then what I do to kind of pull the glowy look all together is taking this shade from the palette, the Beauty Counter palette. Again, it's called Ivory. It's like a really beautiful pearl shade. I just take it on a little concealer brush and apply that underneath my brow. I don't know if you can hear it in the back, but I'm playing Disney music, and I've been playing Disney music every day because I'm so excited to go. I go down in February. I'm just like listening to Disney music nonstop to get me pumped for Disney because I'm just so excited to go. And I take a little bit on same brush and apply it on the inner corners of my eyes. Just highlight everywhere you can. I'm gonna do lips before mascara. I don't know why. My lips are not looking very good right now. So I'm gonna apply 2 shades from MAC. Cream in Your Coffee is one. And then I'm gonna mix that with MAC's Faux. I've been doing this recently and I love it. These are what the shades look like. This one right here is MAC's Cream in Your Coffee, and then Faux is right there. I'm just going to apply some of the e.l.f. Clear brow gel onto my brows to set them. Last but not least, mascara. I've been loving this mascara from CoverGirl. It's the Exhibitionist mascara. All right, I'm just gonna put in these earrings. They are from Club Monaco. They're my favorite. They're so beautiful. They're like these chunky, small hoops. And I just love how they kind of like hang down from my ear like that. And I'm wearing this sweater dress from American Eagle. It's my favorite. It's like a nice chunky cable knit design. I just have the sleeves rolled because they're kind of long, but it's so comfortable. I love it so much. But this is the finished look. I feel like this lighting isn't the best. It is a very nice glowy base, a very hydrated base. That is so important for winter makeup. Making sure your face is hydrated before you start your makeup. And of course, using products that are going to add glow to your face, add hydration to your face. It's funny, when I started my YouTube, I thought that I was gonna be doing tons more makeup videos, but I just haven't done them. And it's like kind of making me sad because I envisioned myself doing them all the time. But if you like them and you wanna see more of them, let me know. But I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys!